Hi, how are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm good. My name's Morgan. I'm going to be your therapist. What's your name?
Madeline.
Madeline. Okay, nice to meet you, Madeline. So pretty much I'm just going to kind of get to know you, get to know what's been going on. What brings you here today?
Um, well, I've been having problems with like pills recently, and I went to treatment for it, and just like a few weeks ago I got out and I just like relapsed and like just got into some crap like with my mom, and she wanted me to come to get more treatment, and I mean I agree, like
Okay.
I need to get out of this.
Okay. So you've been using pills. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And your mom was the one that suggested you come here, but you feel like you should come as well.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of pills do you use specifically?
Like pain pills, mostly like oxys.
Okay. All right. And now, have you been to like outpatient before?
I was at an inpatient treatment. It was like detox, like 90 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And how was that for you?
I mean, it kind of sucked while I was, coming off things, but I don't know. It seemed like I thought it was going to work. But,
Yeah.
went strong for like a couple weeks and then was back into it.
Okay. So it sounds like you're disappointed that, you kind of hit that relapse point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what was that like for you?
I just felt really bad. I mean, when I started, when I relapsed, I kind of just went like a few days. Like, I can't even remember. I was just like messed up. And my mom found me. I had OD'd. And like, of course, like when I like came to, I just felt really guilty about it all.
Okay. So you're feeling really bad and really guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Really ashamed of myself.
Yeah. It's really scary. It's really scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really glad you came in.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. And now, are you in any other treatment besides just individuals?
No. I was doing like AA a little bit.
Okay.
Or NA, sorry.
It's okay.
But I kind of stopped that whenever I relapsed.
Okay. And have you ever seen a therapist like this before?
Not like one-on-one. There was a little bit. It was more groups at treatment. I did like a couple like sessions with like one-on-one, but not a lot. I kind of liked it better, to be honest.
You liked individual session better?
Yeah. I feel like I could, talk more about my problems rather than having to listen to everyone else's, and, feel like sometimes I couldn't really talk in those situations.
Yeah. So it sounds like individual is easier for you to express things and kind of say what you need to say and be more open.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely.
That sounds good. And what do you feel like are some of your strengths? Like, what helps you kind of stay sober? What helps you kind of stay focused on everything?
I don't know. I guess, like, before I kind of got into my problem in the first place, I, like, was in school, I had a good job, and I kind of just liked that aspect of my life, like, feeling like I had something to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing good in school. I had some good friends.
So friends and school and working is important to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And where were you in school? Like, what were you doing with school?
So I was like in my third year of college.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So school is important to you. Is that one of your goals?
Yeah, I would say so. I'd like to go back and get my degree because I'm like really close to finishing. I just haven't.
Yeah. Yeah. And how long has it been since you were in school?
About 2 years, I think.
Okay. So you've been out of school for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And do you currently have a job?
I did. I was able to go back to my job when I left the treatment. But after I relapsed, I kind of went AWOL for a few days, so I just kind of got fired.
Okay. So you haven't been able to stay in your job. And what has that been like for you? Can you tell me about it?
Well, it sucks that I don't have money. Like, I can barely afford rent right now. And, when I have, like, a problem with drugs, like, I can't afford my pills.
So money is a big issue right now.
Yeah, and I'm just bored, too. Like, I just wish I had something to do. you know?
Okay. So money's an issue. Boredom is an issue as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me more about the boredom?
Well, I guess I live kind of, it's a little bit secluded, I guess. And sometimes I just get like stuck in my house, like when I'm not in school, when I'm not working. I just don't know what to do. I can't stand it. That's kind of why like I used.
Okay. So school and working was kind of your way to fill that time and keep you focused on what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And can you tell me more about like what are your longer term goals? I know there are a lot of things going on, but
So I wanted to get my degree in business, and then maybe like hopefully like start my own business or work somewhere in
yeah,
that.
that's cool.
That's a long-term goal. I kind of want to get a better relationship back with like my mom.
Okay.
Because I know that kind of got lost.
How has your relationship been affected with your mom?
I mean, we were really close, and I guess she lives a little bit further away, but we see each other a lot, like once a week or so, and she helped me out, you know, like when I was struggling with rent and things like that, and I really like talking to her. We go out to eat,
Yeah.
but since, you know, all that stuff happened, I think she's really afraid for me and like is ashamed of me too for, you know, getting back, and I can only imagine how she felt when she found me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it must have been really scary for her too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you said that you felt guilty that you had relapsed, and you said that you feel kind of bad and guilty with the way that your mom feels. Do you feel like those are similar?
Yeah, I think so. I think she wanted the same things that I want for myself, and so I think that's where some of the guilt comes from too. And I did value my relationship with her. I think I kind of lost sight of that when I was using, and so that's maybe why I didn't care. And then it takes me to like be clean a little bit for me to realize that it matters to me.
Yeah, sometimes we lose sight of what's really important in those situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard. It sounds like your relationship is really important, the relationship with your mom.
Yeah, she's really, I mean, my dad passed away years ago, and so we've been really close.
Yeah. And now, thinking about the relationship with your mom, how is the communication with her? Do you feel like that's one of your long-term goals?
Yeah, maybe that would help too. Maybe she wouldn't feel so worried about me, or like worried that I'm going to relapse again. Maybe if I could just figure out a way to like talk to her more or spend more time with her when I can.
Yeah, that's good. And it's really strong of you to continue talking to her, you know, even though we may have kind of, or you, not we, you may have kind of felt like you maybe, I don't want to say destroyed that relationship, but definitely hurt it a little bit, you know?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's really hard to continue doing that, especially with those feelings of guilt. It's really strong. Yeah, that's good.
Thanks.
No problem. Yeah. So, are you currently using, or have you been sober?
No, I've been sober for it's only been like a week.
Okay.
But I've been hanging in there, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. And now, what do you typically do when you're kind of alone or bored?
Well, usually I'm just like watching TV. I don't have any pets. Like I kind of wish I did. I have a dog, so I can like take a dog on a walk. Because I like to go outdoors, but usually I just don't. Because if I'm alone, I'd rather be alone at home. Sometimes I hang out with my neighbor. She's my friend. But she's the one that I've been kind of getting pills from.
Okay, so it may not be easy or appropriate to talk to her right now.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess she has the same problem, but she gets her stuff from like her grandma, so.
Okay.
Is that gonna go on?
So she has been someone that you were really close with. Did you have a strong relationship with her before you guys started using?
I would say not. I kind of just moved in and we just met trying to be neighborly, I guess. You know, since I told you we live kind of out in sort of the middle of nowhere. And so she was like the only neighbor around and she was like my age, so.
Yeah. So it was easy to make a connection with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anyone else in your life like that?
Not really. I had a lot of friends and my coworkers and like sometimes we'd go and hang out. But I guess at the end of the day, it was me going home alone, and my neighbor was pretty much always there too. So
Yeah. So it sounds like friends are something that you've been missing, and that was really important to you,
yeah,
as well as school and work. That was really important, and just kind of rebuilding your relationship with your mom. Does that sound right?
yeah.
So what, if you would say, when we talk about things that are important to us, what would you say you value the most?
Maybe just like success for myself, because I kind of feel like a failure right now.
Yeah. And what would success look like for you?
Having my degree, getting a job that's, not a restaurant. That's where I work right now. But I mean, I do like my job, or when I had it, I liked it. But I would like to go forward and kind of, do something with my degree and just be able to support myself.
Yeah. Yeah, you have a lot of hard feelings that you're dealing with right now. It sounds like you just are pretty disappointed in yourself and are just struggling with that boredom and isolation too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what is it that you want to do kind of on a short-term goal? Because it's going to be a couple weeks before I see you again.
I guess, it's always going to be hard going home knowing that my neighbor's there, and just going back to being bored all the time. So, I don't know. I just need to find, I think, something to do to keep my mind off things.
Okay. And what does that look like for you? What would you like to do?
I don't know. I do like going outside. Maybe I could, get a dog, and that would be a better reason for me to go out. Or maybe try and make some more friends. Maybe, if I got my job back, or just talk to my coworkers. Because I know some of my old coworkers are still my friends. So
yeah. Yeah.
Maybe
and
just build more friendships.
Okay. And those coworkers, did you guys have a good relationship?
Yeah, it was good, I would say.
What did they do that was supportive for you?
I guess they weren't the type that would, do pills or anything like that with me. They didn't really know too much about that anyway, but at work, we would just, get along good. They'd be supportive, at work, and then we'd go out, maybe get a drink, and they would just, just appreciate, spending time with me the same I did with them, too. So.
Okay. So there's some people that are easy to talk to, easy to spend time with.
Yeah.
Generally supportive.
And I feel like if I hung out with people like that more, I wouldn't, be where I am now with, using pills.
Okay.
Because that was something that, wasn't something they did.
Yeah.
But they were happy anyway.
Yeah. And it sounds like you do have a lot of people in your life that care about you, which is really good. It's really good. And maybe you could kind of just look at reconnecting with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I need to try to.
Yeah. And that sounds good. When you think about spending time with friends, how does that look for you? How do you think that would be?
Maybe getting together and going out on a hike or getting some lunch or dinner. I do like going to the bar every now and then. Okay. I don't really drink too much, but I think it's a good setting, okay. After work or when it's later.
Okay. And what would it be like if you were at a bar?
What do you mean?
Mostly in terms of your recovery. How would you feel in a bar?
I mean, I think I would feel okay. Drinking was never really an issue. I usually more just I kind of think I'm a lightweight too, so I have a couple beers and then I'm good to go. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, I guess I could see maybe it would be scary if I was craving maybe pills and I couldn't get them and I felt like that.
Yeah. And do you feel, when was the last time you were in a bar?
It wasn't, probably not since I went to the treatment. So I don't know, more than 3 months ago.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. And being in that setting, how comfortable do you think you would be leaving if you had to?
Leaving the bar?
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be okay. I don't think it would be a good idea for me to go alone.
Okay.
Because I have, all these feelings and the boredom, and I think that would just make me, drink more if I was there. But if I had some friends who, like I said, my coworkers, that they're not, too crazy in terms of doing stuff, but maybe if I like had support there,
So maybe
it would be
reach
okay.
out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of get together with those people that you do feel are supportive,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that way they can be present if you need something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it sounds like a good plan.
That's what I like.
Okay. And next time when we talk, we can kind of get more into how we're going to move forward.
Okay.
Okay? All right. It was nice to meet you.
Thanks, you too.